You ever seen those street interviewers that make it look so easy? They just stroll up to a stranger and talk to them as if they've been lifelong friends. I've always admired that, but I'm done watching from the sidelines. But I can't even talk to strangers with a blindfold on.
Excuse me, sir?
So I decided it's time to face my fears. It's time to become a street interviewer. Do you mind if I interview you from a stupid YouTube page? For real this time. My goal was to get at least 3 interviews. But first, I need to do some research. I'm going to dive deep into the world of street interviews and learn from them so I can knock this out of the park.
Miss, I'm so sorry. What does it feel like to be an elitist New York piece of shit?
It feels awesome.
Thank you.
Oh my god, dude, that's savage.
After my thorough and super scientific research, I needed to work out to develop the muscles I would be using for the street interview.
Excuse me. Excuse me? I'm fucked up. I was saying excuse me when it was like, ow. Excuse me. Excuse me.
After all these minutes of physical exercise, I need a break. I can't breathe, and the thought of doing this for real is starting to take a toll. The more I watch these street interviewers, the more I realize there's one big thing they have that I don't: extreme confidence in their abilities. But I read somewhere that a lot of celebrities use personas to project a certain image when they're performing or creating. And since they don't have personas at Target, I settled on a Red Bull and decided to make my own. Meet Brody Easton, BDE for short, full of swagger and confidence. Unlike this guy. He's been interviewing people since his college days and won't stop talking about the frat he's in. Yeah, dude, you already know. I'm repping Tau Kappa Epsilon out here, man. Tiki. Where my Tiki boys at, man? Where my Tiki boys at? He doesn't wear Crocs. No. Brody wears these dusty Reeboks out of the 80s. He doesn't just wear Reeboks, he embodies them. And he's here to have a good time and interview the fuck out of people. So now that I have the gist of being a street interviewer and I have my super confident persona Brody at my side, I'm almost ready to get out in public and start talking to people. To be fully prepared for this high stakes event, I need to take my new iPhone out for a stroll, just in case I need to use it for street interviews. But as time passed, and the more I filmed these Halloween decorations for no reason, the more I realized how scared I was to actually interview people, and how all of the preparation I was doing for these interviews was a way for me to avoid actually doing them. This has been a vicious cycle for me my entire life. Why are the things I should be doing so much harder for me to follow through on? I just want to go back inside and play Hogwarts Legacy. But then I got a text from my friend about a festival that will be happening tomorrow. So I decided I'm going to do it. I'm going to talk to the people at the festival or die trying. Okay, that was a bit dramatic, but you get what I'm saying. So I'm heading to my friend's house now where we're going to meet up before the festival. No more distractions. Eye on the prize.
How can I help you today?
You're already talking to ChatGPT.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It sounds like you're trying to talk to a different AI.
You're currently chatting with me, ChatGPT.
She shook. ChatGPT wins.
After wasting 2 hours trying to get AI to talk to each other and an hour before the festival was ending, we're finally making our way over. I swapped to my persona, BDE, completely unprepared, with no real questions I wanted to ask. All of a sudden, an overwhelming wave of confidence washed over me. I'm not sure what it was, but I finally decided to speak to someone. Brody was ready. The festival didn't know what hit it.
Hey guys, we just got here, so what did we miss?
Oh, the best music, the best food, the best people, the best community, the best energy. It's like a Richmond tradition. We love it.
It felt really approachable.
Hey guys, do you mind if I ask you a quick question from my YouTube page? What is the secret to a good relationship? Ooh. Ooh. Are you guys in a relationship? Friends. Okay. What do you think the answer is?
As I started picking up steam and the hot red wine and adrenaline coursed through my veins, I was officially Peak Brody. Please do me a favor and spam Peak Brody in the comments, and together we can trick YouTube into thinking this is actually a good video. So I started asking increasingly cringe questions with extreme confidence.
So speaking of a sweater weather, how does it feel to be in a throuple? How does it feel to be the hottest f***ing couple out here right now?
It felt so nice to finally conquer this fear in my head that I had built up for so long. I met so many great people and got so many people to subscribe to the channel just for putting myself out there. And to cap the day off as the festival wound down, I decided to talk to a street vendor about my experience and hers, because they talk to strangers all day and their job isn't easy.
What is it like being a street vendor?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. You get to connect with like the community and people watch. You kind of put yourself out there. You're having fun. You're doing it because you want to. People are really receptive to just good vibes.
Yeah,
it's like if you don't mess with you, why would I mess with you?
Yeah.
It's like I'm having a party. Come join.
Exactly.
If not, bye.
Yeah, cool. That's fine.
Right.
She gets it.
Bye. Thanks for having me.
I think she summed it up really well. We're all human. We all have fears and anxieties. Maybe it's not about eliminating fear, but embracing it. And have a more approachable attitude so people are more receptive to your energy.
So what did I learn from all this? I had this part scripted, but I think honesty is the best policy for this. Obviously, I learned that going out of your comfort zone is super scary, and that's obviously the point of this. But I also learned things about myself, like how I lean on alcohol a little bit too much for situations where I'm anxious or uncomfortable, and that's something I need to work on. It's not the best way to work on anxiety. It's not the best way to address those things. It's more of a crutch for situations like that. So that's something that I'm going to continue to explore and try to do better with. The next time that I do this, if I do it again, it's going to be completely sober, and then trying to just really just work through that. I'll probably be a lot more nervous. I'll probably have to lean onto the Brody persona a little bit more, but I think that that's gonna make me stronger over time to not use crutches. Overall, it was a good experience. I wouldn't trade it for the world. I'm super glad I did it. I feel like a stronger person because of it. I feel like I can go out and do it again, and it'll be a little bit easier this time. So overall, it was a great experience. I learned a lot about myself, and I hope you guys learned a lot about, everything.